Okay, it's been a real pain to get this running correctly, but I think we have a server that is working well. I think it is streaming at correct latencies and stuff like that. So restart the router 7 times. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's only the biggest stage of AoE 2. How could you possibly butcher this in any way, shape, or form? And if you do, this honor on you and your entire family, 17 generations back. Let's go. Let's have some fun and let's get into it. Move stuff around on the front. Okay, here we go. I have my co-caster with me. Nobody. Let's get it done. Hooey. Right. In the yellow, we have TaToH, aka TaToH, aka Tati, known for the Tati Rush, playing as the Khmer. Oh, I already forgot what this map is called. It's fine. Don't worry about it. What I should worry about, however, is who Liereyy is playing as and what he is trying to do with his scout. We are going to change the colors a little bit over here. I'm going to make Liereyy yellow and TaToH purple. Yeah, because Liereyy normally goes for archers, and TaToH I made my color because I am hoping that he will win. It's fine. I'm sure that that's how it works, right? Anyway, I don't know how many games are in this series. I don't know if things are still coming out. I think I've uploaded 4 right now, but I think it's a best out of 7. So I really doubt it's just 4. I'll have to look at AoE 2 Insight when required. My wife is moving things around now as well. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. This is only the biggest stage in Age of Empires. Here for you today. I believe it's like, what, 300,000 USD on the line for these players. Let's talk about what they are going to be doing as we word vomit all over the place. It looks like TaToH is opting for a whole bunch of scouts with Khmer. It is really, really awkward farming around here. More mills might be added for Liereyy just to make this a little bit more efficient in the long run, whereas Khmer, 1 mill and just drop down as many farms as you possibly can. A little bit of scuffling with the scouters overall. I did see a range being dropped from Liereyy, maybe looking to go archers. Indeed, he is trying to make something happen on the front as well. So far, just really, really standard. Look at this. Look at this. Look how much nicer the efficiency is right off the bat for TaToH. This is the first time I'm seeing this game. Ooh, not the worst engage for that spear. Got a couple of pokes in. Obviously, Liereyy having enough numbers to take that spearman down without too many issues. Bloodlines now coming in for Liereyy. That's pretty big food investment, and I did see archers as well. If you really want archers to be effective, you are going to have to get fletching on them. And oh man, oh my, oh me, is there going to be some pickoffs over here? I see 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4. Oh, he saves that one. That woman could go down, and TaToH just being really, really annoying here on the front. That scout is going to go down though, due to a villager, not due to the spearman. That spearman did not want to do his job. There's just so much going on, so much to keep track of. Villagers potentially able to go down here, but it is a 4 villager lead for TaToH at this time. The scout's just too weak, but now that there's additional scouts, needs to retreat from over here. There is a spearman over here as well. Meanwhile, on this side, spearmen are also being engaged and surrounded by scouts. Nice wall off to keep his villagers safe. Oh my. I forget what it's like to cast at the highest level. All the boys and girls are being pulled just to defend over here, and I think that's going to be enough with all of those villagers, although he wants to keep them working. Should bring that spearman in here as well to defend. So much micro is required, but most of those scouts are weak, and I think he's going to keep most of these alive. That man over here has the potential to be taken down, but is pulled back. TaToH still being annoying, still trying to pick off with just minimal scouts over here. Oh, misclicked the farm. He could have definitely had this man down, but he's trying to defend over here. at home as well. That's a lot. Liereyy really looking to go all in aggression. Remember that the villagers cost less, but I think I'd rather have the farming being more efficient. What? That is a very, very daring woman, and the scouts just come back and go, "What are you doing, woman?" Tries to quick wall her in, but no such luck. Holy guacamole. Nice tower on the berries over here, although you want to keep that stone for additional TCs. Should garrison, but it doesn't make sense to garrison because there's nobody around the center pond. That's absolutely hilarious. Khmer also having that bonus where they can hop into houses when desired / required. TaToH taking full advantage of that. Dropping down another tower that is going to be relatively in time before these archers can get here. Might lose a villager or two along the way. Doesn't look like he did, actually. There's the woman that goes down. But overall, pretty solid engage. Still 6 villagers up. That tower shooting and getting value from it. I don't know if this is the best engagement for TaToH, but looks to have slightly more HP on those scouts than Liereyy. Liereyy stabilized at home. Villagers hopping into the houses. Just a hyper aggressive map over here. What a wonderful, wonderful display of Age of Empires at the highest level possible. Scouts running in, trying to find some damage. There is a spear that has been chilling in this woodline like forever. Like and subscribe forever. It is kind of fun for me to do this. I know that this doesn't get me a whole bunch of views, but the reason I do this... Wow, did that guy just like teleport in the, I'm saying like too much. Scouts now in the back. There's nothing here to defend, and villagers actually could be going down. Would love to see Liereyy get a doink on that weak scout. Don't think that's going to happen though. Villagers are falling left and right. Army coming back. Wow. Being able to plop his villagers into houses has really helped TaToH out. Total of 8 villager lead now for TaToH. I'm actually garrisoning in the TC because there's nowhere else to hide. The last thing that you want is these villagers to be in the TC because there's simply no resources to collect around the TC. Farming just so flipping awkward. Really love the Khmer pick from TaToH. You can see that he really has some of the best strategy choices in the game. These scouts are going to be caught out by these archers, but they're going to be able to just run away. Do these have fletching on them? They do have fletching. And it looks like Liereyy is closer to the castle age even after that. But it looks like TaToH wants to go all in. Feudal play over here. Look at the number of scouts and more scouts still running over. 3 additional healthy ones coming in. TaToH is very, very well known for his all-in feudal play. He has had several accounts, I think actually 2 accounts or 1 account, in which he just tries to see how high he can get just going feudal, and I think that's actually prepared him really, really nicely for this. I don't know exactly what the efficiencies are here, but look at the number of mills that Liereyy has had to construct in feudal age, thus really loving the all-out feudal aggression from TaToH, not sitting back, not allowing Liereyy to get additional TCs. That's a lot of spearmen to deal with these scouts. And more scouts still on the horizon. More scouts still taking out villagers in the back. The villager difference is almost 20. Cool. You're going to be Castle Age. You're going to have no eco left in Castle Age. And when I finally do decide to go Castle Age, wow, nice delete there from Liereyy, not letting TaToH get that 60 wood denial. Still running around. It's so ridiculous. Absolutely insane. Oh, is there going to be an overchop over here? Liereyy definitely needs to realize this. I'm pretty sure Liereyy. You know, good old Liereyy. Liereyy. I think he can engage over here. It looks like TaToH has way more scouts. Does repair that. I think you can even just drop an additional palisade there. That's slightly better than repairing for the most part, just because construction is like 6 HP per second. It's all minor details, but it's all in Lierey's base. The entire aggression is in Lierey's base. Liereyy now having a chance to retaliate, but immediately getting Castle Age as Liereyy hits Castle Age. So it's about 2 minutes and 30 seconds in which TaToH needs to defend. If he defends for, I mean, it defends. He's still being aggressive. Holy guacamole. Some knights, please. Camels are the choice. Okay, camels seem to be a very good choice from Liereyy. I feel like I am talking at 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's just such an exciting game. The light cab now coming into TaToH's base, running into Spearman. There's already those towers that TaToH has previously constructed, still running around, still trying to pick off weak villagers. Nice little wall off. These scouts are now trapped, or are they? Additional TC, very much so needed from Liereyy, and these scouts, did they come back? No, they did not come back. I thought that was scouts chasing him. It's just spearmen chasing light cav over here. And guess what, Liereyy? Surprise! Surprise! You go forward to attack me? No, fool! You're gonna be attacked over and over and over again. Holy moly, a 25 villager differential. TaToH just absolutely murdering. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Say the scouts, scouts, scouts. From what I remember, scouts are slightly faster than camels. The speed indicated down below, but if husbandry does get researched from Liereyy, he should be able to chase these down. Pikemen coming in now from TaToH. 22 spearmen? Holy guac. Yeah, that seems like a worthwhile tech to get. Trying to do some raiding in the back, but TaToH is very much on top of it. Whenever he does attack, he's just going to hop into those houses, whereas Liereyy has to run all the way back to his TC. And beautiful, beautiful. I think I've mentioned this only 17 times. Khmer is such a strong civ with the ability to hop into houses, huge farming efficiency. Every single, look at the trickle here from TaToH, and look at the awkward 10 drop-offs from Lierey's side. Not to take away from Liereyy at all. I know casters aren't supposed to be biased at all, but personally, I really hope that TaToH wins. The reason for that is simple. He hasn't really won on the main stage yet. He hasn't really gotten a big title. He has failed in the clutch several times. I can definitely relate to that. Both players now adding a third TC. Knights coming into the back of Lierey's base once more. I don't think they're going to be able to get a whole bunch of damage as the camels are already ready. This could have been a nice snipe off for Liereyy, but the pikemen just absolutely everywhere. Was 22 just a minute ago. Now 26. He's still creating pikemen. Holy moly. And then knights did actually find a kill. I think just one there, but God. Dude, look at that villager differential. So massive. Crossbow now coming in. Bach and arrow not yet in for Liereyy. Obviously the text indicated over here on the top if you are curious about that. TaToH playing good. No, TaToH playing great in this particular game. Absolutely dominating Liereyy. And I would not be surprised if this goes down. Liereyy might just call the GG right here, right now. Bringing in relics. Very, very nice. Might as well get as much value as you possibly can. Only TaToH. Only TaToH. I don't know if you guys know TaToH's history at all. Oh, that scorpion is deader than dead. The crossbow is actually going to be able to do really, really well against these pikemen. Kind of an awkward unit composition for TaToH to engage against this. Get a demo? Oh my god, yes, that's the history that I'm talking about. If he can get one big demo shot against those crossbows, that would be absolutely lovely, in my opinion. Opting to go for scorpions with the pikemen, I don't want to say it's a throw just because the eco numbers are so heavily 25 about in TaToH's favor and the efficiency is so much better, but the unit composition does not seem great. Now going for knights into camels, that seems suboptimal as well. Needs something to deal with archers, I feel like a little bit better. I guess knights do deal with archers quite nicely. Getting sanctity, or sorry, what is this called again? Yeah, it's sanctity. Additional HP on his monks. Is he looking to pick up additional relics? How many relics is he actually aware of? Oh wow, does not know about that relic, knows about this relic over here. Looks like he's going to go for a forward push with what? Okay, not gonna go for a forward push. The reason that I'm like, what? What's he gonna push with over here? He has absolutely nothing to break through walls. Add one or two mangoes over here. No, still opting Scorps. I wish I could be like, oh, well, I obviously know. No, TaToH knows better than I do. The monk is nice to heal up some of these pikemen that are injured, but really needs something to put pressure on Liereyy. Otherwise, Liereyy is just going to be able to boom back very, very slowly. The villager differential is slowly but surely getting smaller. Was 25 before, now only 21, 22. Yeah, I don't know. Both players on 4 TCs booming like madmen. Not something that I was expecting in this particular game. I know Liereyy is very, very well known for his very aggressive archer play, and TaToH is very well known for going for some pretty crazy strategies. It seemed like for a second that he was going to go all in feudal play. What am I watching? Is this, I mean, I don't want to be rude or nothing, but is this like 1000 elo plays right now on the front? Castle. Do I like the position of that castle? No. I think not. I mean, it's really tough to say where this castle should actually be. I think a siege workshop would have been a nice addition for Liereyy here. If he places a siege workshop here, keeps this safe by means of the siege workshop. It doesn't really make sense to add the castle here either. I think I would have loved to have seen the castle over here on the main gold to keep that safe, or a castle over here to then protect this gold. TaToH is still not coming forward. I would expect him to come forward and drop a castle. Might wait to see where Liereyy goes to drop his castles. Okay, yeah, so this one I like a lot better than this one over here. I feel like this one doesn't add anything to the mix. Archer ranges being taken down by pikemen. Not something that you see too often. Another thing that TaToH might be doing, okay, I take it back, is going to imp and then trebbing down the castles based on where Liereyy has his castles. Actually, I would love to see this castle a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, but he's on that main gold right now, right? I feel like Liereyy could have just snuck around and then dropped that castle right over here, or just deleted this house and then come over here, and that would have definitely protected that gold. Kind of. Obviously, TaToH could still drop down this castle to deny that gold, but it's a little bit more forward. Ghulams, are they on the horizon? Do Ghulams make a whole bunch of sense? Ghulams, obviously an anti-archer unit, very, very strong, like we've seen in many series, although I don't think it's very good for the composition that TaToH now possesses. I was wondering about the knights earlier. That monk is super dead. John Cena did not even get a conversion. He was wololoing for quite some time there. Scorps against archers, very nice. Khmer also get the additional range, if I'm not mistaken, on their scorpions. Going to be raiding the woodline with scorpions. Absolutely hilarious, in my opinion. Imp on the horizon. Liereyy reacting pretty well. Probably saw this castle and was like, pfft. Does he know about this castle? Yeah, he ran past it, right? Can't really do very much damage. Wow, the villager differential has kind of remained on 20 plus for a very long period of time, which is just going to result in so many more resources. If we look at the statistics after this, go! I think he doesn't know where all of the camels are. Where are all of the camels? Yeah, the camels are completely out of position. I just saw him standing here for a second going, Should I go in? Should I not go in? I think you do go in, although if this gets trapped inside of Lierey's base before the upgrades come in, that could be very, very bad. TaToH also probably knows with the amount of damage that he has done and the score differential that he's way ahead. So he might not want to... Wait a second. That is brilliant. That's absolutely genius. Left like 3 or 4 knights in there and pulled the rest of his army back just to save it. Imperial Age and Treb. Yeah, I was going to say that is the one response that we always see from pros at this level. Getting Halb makes a lot of sense as well. 33 Halbs still remaining. And the military numbers are just hugely in TaToH's favor. I'd be very, very surprised if Liereyy could hold here. But if anybody could hold, it's probably Liereyy. Timothy Liereyy, Timothy Liereyy, this TC's going to go down. Timothy Liereyy, Timothy Liereyy, villagers going to go down. Ooh, counter raid over here from some Ghulams. Ghulams actually quite a good counter unit. Oh, please, TaToH. Garrison over here. I know he's on the front, probably not looking at this, but this is absolutely horrifying. I think he clicked those villagers in there, but did not. And now, all of a sudden, the villager difference is not that big anymore. He just threw like a handful of villagers right there. Really, really unfortunate. Castle is going to go down, though. Not enough APMs, I guess. He could have repaired that, at least for a little bit longer, but this is GG. I mean, just too many military, right? I mean, I know the villager count is now pretty even. Bring the Scorpions back to the castle. Is this GG? Yeah. It has to be. If TaToH doesn't win this, this is huge for us. I mean, it is heavy camel though. Bring it to the pike. Clear up the archers with the cavalier. Liereyy trying to do the opposite, trying to shoot down the Halb with the crossbow and trying to engage against the cavalier with the camel. Wow, that was a pretty decent engagement. Where is the rest of TaToH's military? Oh yeah, there's still a huge army over here. I was like, he's kind of losing this over here. Not so much. Yeah, GG is indeed called. Lierey's eco just pushed to the absolute limit. Let's see what we got for game number dos. That is 1 up for TaToH. And the next one was Franks and Lithuanians on Arabia. What was that other map called? Frigid Lake, that's right. Procaster here, everybody. Procaster. Oh. There we go. Boop. Boop. And we're off. I'm going to change TaToH back to purple, and I'm going to make Liereyy yellow, like hello. Yellow because of Viper and archers, I feel like, and TaToH. Look at the scouting right off the bat that they have. They have no idea what their opponent is going for, and they immediately have to decide what units to construct. Absolutely nuts. I was watching some of the previous castings, and it's just really, really amazing. Oh, actually, does not know where Liereyy is, looking for him. Who do I favor in this matchup? I love Lithuanians with the additional food, the 150 additional food. I think that gives a lot of potential to go for a fast Castle Age. Getting the relics too is quite nice. Franks though, really, really, really strong if you want to go for full scouts, which I would love Liereyy to go for here. Obviously, scouts is the choice from both players. Franks are a little bit one-dimensional in that way, right? I mean, you're not really going to go archers. Although I have seen Franks go for archers on several different occasions, And that's going to be pushed away. I got really excited there. I was like, is he going to get a vill up right in the beginning? But look at this. Already a villager up. I think that's because of the additional idle time or being housed. Was it a house situation? I'm not quite sure, but it looks like TaToH already having a tiny economic advantage. And I didn't see a villager specifically going down for Liereyy. That doesn't mean it didn't happen, but it could have. Absolutely could have. Such an exciting series. I really love watching professionals play. I don't normally cast professionals play because that's not really what my brand is all about. I want to do strats that you guys can do at home and have fun with. And oftentimes I just find myself watching TaToH and Liereyy and going, okay, I'm gonna do that. I mean, these guys can do that. I can do that. And then I try it and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's why I don't ever play meta, do I? Also, I know you guys are super active, all three of you who are watching in the chat. But if you do have any questions or you want to say something, please, talking makes a big difference, makes it a lot more fun for me to cast for you guys. And yeah, as we are losing, we are losing a little bit of connection rate over here. Come on, internets, you were so good earlier. Don't let me down. I have to just sing just to keep it entertaining over here. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Okay, catching it back up. Very nice. Thank you. Much appreciated. Let's continue. Overall, who's going to come out on top over here? Looks like Liereyy has more scouts but less spearmen, and spearmen doing more work from TaToH. I think that was a positive engage for TaToH. It was a close one. It's not like that was game deciding by any means. And Liereyy actually taking down all of these spearmen by just having more spearmen remaining over there. The full walls are... Is TaToH messing with us? What does that look like over here? Now I'm liking that I picked him for pink as well. They should have called him Tatis. Get it? That villager definitely going to go down, right? If he keeps this villager alive, yeah, I was going to say. How is he still so many villagers ahead? I don't fully understand. Villager idle time, definitely in the advantage. Going to have to garrison over here, kill some of these spearmen. No, not quite. This spearman remaining over here is pretty funny as well. Needs to balance out some of these idols over here. But it's Liereyy doing all of the damage, yet still somehow being behind. I'm a little bit confused on how he is still behind in this situation. Now it is even, but TaToH already up to castle age, so even is a little bit of an overstatement. These scouts kind of trapped in here. They're going to be annoying as possible. And oh no, the throw on all of those spearmen. Very, very unfortunate. I think this is going to get cleared up now. And I think the game is going to be at rest once again. Castle age from both players. I'm just going to progress in the later stages. Neither player gets camels. It would make sense to go camels against Franks. What are these walls? What are those? I love how this woman is on the wrong side. Those are some really chunky walls, which I don't really like. I like small walls, but the small walls over here would be quite difficult for Liereyy to do as well. Reason being, ooh, double that scout. This being really, really annoying on this one villager. Gets the spearman over here as well. I think he's going to get the wall off. The problem with these really long, drawn out walls, if some knights, for example, came over here and started hitting these walls over here, it would take forever for a villager to walk from the wood line back over here to correctly wall that. Talking about knights coming in, are these wall-offs even going to be up on time? Wow, actually deleting the palisade over here because there's a straggler tree behind. Very, very nice play. Double bit axe into the bow saw upgrade. The most important eco upgrades in my opinion. Obviously Frank getting the farm upgrades for free is also very, very nice, but not as essential as having the wood upgrades. Getting the wood upgrades for free for Franks would make them even stronger in my opinion. Knights from both players. This is kind of frustrating for me. I was hoping to see something a little bit more unique. I feel like both players are probably just going to go into knights. +2 on the way in terms of armor for Liereyy. Does not look like TaToH has any upgrades on them, but he does have the... So I don't have the numbers either, but he does have 3 TC. So it's 1 TC play for Liereyy, 3 TC play from TaToH. And this is exactly what I was going to say earlier. It's always like this monk conversion game with a whole bunch of knights. And now it actually makes more sense that TaToH does not have the upgrades, because if Liereyy were to convert TaToH's knights, they're garbage. They don't have any upgrades. And if TaToH converts Lierey's knights, they're awesome because they're +2/+2, which is kind of funny. And they also have that additional HP over there, which is kind of like bloodlines, which I guess... Where is it? Oh, TaToH is Franks. Oh my. I didn't goof that, eh? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I thought it was completely opposite. Well, then it really makes sense that TaToH is going for monks, because these bad boys might get more and more attack based on the number of relics that are gotten. A little bit of a scuffle over here. Where are the relics located, and does Liereyy know where the relics are located? Does not look like he does. But the monks are definitely out. I think you can see this relic over here. That's really, really unfortunate. There's another relic right over there that he just simply cannot see. Big engagement in the center. Who's going to come out on top over here? Looks like it's going to be a matter of Munkatures. TaToH losing all of the Munkatures, but retreating into Munkatures and getting very, very nice conversions. Remember, Lierey's knights more upgraded, but TaToH with more monks. It's all about converting here and then targeting the weak ones as quickly as possible. And when you are converting, you want to convert the full HP ones. Nice conversion. That was very, very clutch. Overall, this engagement is still very, very even, which bodes to TaToH's advantage as he's already on 3 TC. Boom. Whereas Liereyy is only now adding the 3rd TC. Better base design? I think not. I think this is probably my favorite base design that I have seen. It's like one big Gahunka and then another big Gahunka over on the right. Absolutely hilarious. Okay, now he must have seen this over here. But TaToH actually may have lured him over here with his scout. That scout going to be taken down by the knights. Going to run around, try and be really, really annoying. No, it's not going to work. Sorry, not sorry. And that's finally going to be +1 attack. Normally, the relics wouldn't be this highly prioritized, but if you get +1 attack on your knights, yeah, that's pretty big. I wonder how he's going to get this in as quickly as possible. If he's just going to delete one of these and then just house wall behind over here, makes quite a bit of sense. And actually these walls I was criticizing earlier, but now that he has the TC over here, he'll be able to re-wall on this side. This far side though might be an issue, but for TaToH to get over to this far side is going to take forever. However, stonewalling. I know that's quite a little bit of commitment in terms of villager construction time, as well as stone might actually be worth it, but Liereyy is not on stone at this time. Pikemen being in. What is it with TaToH and loving pikemen all of a sudden? So dang diggity much. In the last game, he had like 30 something pikemen. In this game, he already has 16 something pikemen. No pikemen from Liereyy. But the eco numbers just looking so strong from TaToH, as well as the military numbers. But what do military numbers mean if you cannot get into your opponent's base? Converting a villager indoors, is that going to make a difference? Trying to get around on that, not going to be that lucky. Oh, conversion, that's pretty big. Where are all of Liereyy's monks? Oh, Liereyy's monks are over on the right side doing a flanking maneuver. Definitely want to convert the monks, not the pikes, but the pikes are going to be taking down all of the knights and breaking through, and a castle on Liereyy's face. Holy guacamole, this is just all falling apart for Liereyy at this time. Nice surround on those monks though with the light cap. Does he have enough here to engage? Pikemen are pretty dang spicy against those types of units. Only has +1 attack. This castle might get denied if Liereyy can just clear this up fast enough. Is running over to that. I don't think it's going to be fast enough though. I think he's going to lose some villagers over here, but this castle is going to go up, and that's going to allow for a lot of pressure, and that might be the GG right here, because that's going to be really tricky to deal with. Where's Liereyy's stone, by the way? This is one of Liereyy's stone, and then there's the second stone over here. Liereyy immediately realizing that he needs stone, and yeah, GG. Frankish castles, man. Cheaper, more brutal. Really, really well played there from TaToH. I don't even know what Liereyy could have done better there. I'm a little bit dumbfounded on that one. Holy moly. TaToH, absolute beast. Is this going to be a 4-0 swiper-rooney right now? Let's see what the next one is according to AOE2 Insight. Next one is Cumans versus Bulgarians. Spectate with capture age. Oh wait, Morris. I don't even know how to pronounce that any. Morris. See what I did there? Oh, it's this one. This one did not work out very well against Hera. Let's quickly change the colors like I like to do. The reason it didn't work out is because he GG'd after 7 minutes. I really hope that he's learned from his previous one. Going to go for men at arms. Once again, it's just so awkward. Like, you don't necessarily know where your opponent is. Is he going to spot his opponent? He does spot his opponent over here. How about Liereyy? Liereyy spots relatively quickly as well. The men at arm really, really slowly in walking up. Actually getting the defense on there. That's interesting. Is he going to go for additional men at arm play here? I would assume no. And the reason I would assume no is because men at arms traditionally have been absolutely terrible. Going to go for a watchtower in defense, and I think he should be quite alright, even if those men at arms do get here. Loom obviously in, right? Yeah, Loom is in. Going to be really, really awkward to engage underneath the tower, and if he does engage, he can just fight that off with villagers, securing himself another shorefish position. How cool are these NHK mods over here? I actually had the pleasure to meet NHK in a ranked game, and she immediately denied the interview afterwards, as I had TC dropped her with Berbers and she hated it. Being really annoying over here with just one man at arm. How is it that Liereyy is always like 1 or 2 villagers down right off the bat? Maybe prioritizing military more so than TaToH is and keeping military production up rather than villager production up. But we should not be seeing 30 something seconds of idle time because that's now already 2 again in TaToH's favor, which has been kind of a recurring issue in this series. TaToH not even doing necessarily damage to his opponent, but just being so annoying that the villagers are not getting queued in time. Oof, this is brutal though. That's a dead villager, is it not? Wow, keeping that villager alive. Very, very nice play overall. Archer's so much more tricky to deal with than men-at-arms, I feel like. But the men-at-arms are back and attacking. Ooh, sniping one off. The reason I was confused about the skill metal armor is why wouldn't you just get forging? I guess he got all 3 of them, right? So this might be another all-in. Oh my god. Oh my god, TaToH, Fro City. This is horrible. How is the villager count even still remotely even? But 12 additional military units for Liereyy. I don't want to see a repeat of the last Maurice, but it's looking quite bad for TaToH actually because the military composition is just so much better for Liereyy at this time. He can harass much more effectively, I feel like, with these archers than he can with the men-at-arms that are in the back that are now going to be cleared up. Thank you very much, says Liereyy. All your military is dead. Push me to the edge. All your military dead. Nice scout action though over here. Even getting shot by the arrow fire. I don't give up about you or anything that you do. And actually, not too much damage was done. That's a really nice tower placement and really nice small walls from TaToH. Although Liereyy should have come around this way. I don't know if Liereyy actually sees that. Yes, he does. He should have maybe checked whether or not this way was open or not. Maybe just assumed that it was closed off, but it is not. This also would have been a significantly better wall off for TaToH than what he's doing over here, but it's difficult to determine those things in the moment, obviously. Normalizing, stabilizing. 40-40, 20-8 in terms of military though. 7 archers, oof. Bloodlines coming in for TaToH, but Liereyy looking to be Castle Age pretty dang skippity soon. It's cool that you have Bloodlines. I'm gonna have Knights. And this is looking quite bad. Oh, never mind. Wait, did he not go Castle? He did go Castle, but it's after that villager. Okay, yeah, there we go. Closer than I thought it was going to be. Actually, only like 20 or 30 seconds difference there. So really, really nice job. TaToH looking to go into Knights, especially since he got Bloodlines. And Liereyy probably looking to go for heavy archer play with the Cumans over here. Cumans obviously having those military buildings reduced in cost is huge. It's what, like 75 for an archer range, 75 for a stable, giving a lot of versatility. Probably wants to see what kind of damage he can do with these scouts before he hits Castle Age, because once they're Castle, they're probably going to be useless. The Spearman not so much useless, so definitely wants to keep those alive. Could harass this main gold and push TaToH off of that, at least for a small period of time. Just chooses to engage. I think that's fine. It is fine. I'm assuming it's going to be archer play, right? I say that, but he's not really making additional archers. Maybe he's just going to save up some of his gold. I don't really know. No! It's knight play from Liereyy. That's surprising. picked up Bloodlines and I missed it. I am sorry for that. Maybe he thinks he's just up significantly faster than his opponent. This tower, though, is going to be kind of annoying, at least for the time being. Going to just run by that tower. I know that you have a tower there. I don't care. I love it. And now engaging against the scouts with the light cav upgrade. Wow, nice wall offs over there, trying to trap that army in. Could actually still get through over here. I feel like they just ate so much unnecessary damage due to that tower, and this is not looking like it's going to be the greatest of engages, but the number of spearmen is going to push away these knights, at least for the time being. Pikemen, is it going to be research? No, it does not look like Pikemen is going to be research. Getting pushed off of the main gold is TaToH, and we still very much have a game on our hands. Liereyy still with significantly more military units. Does he have +2? He does have +2. Now you can really stay underneath those towers for a long period of time. And being pushed off of that main gold, or even having that gold threatened, is quite scary because that will affect the knight production directly. It looks like 2 stable knights. And I don't know about this TC. It is going to go up, but is TaToH going to be able to hold on? Would love some forward siege to be added from Liereyy on either side. Monk not being produced was constructed, I guess, in case of counter knights. And yeah, you can just stay underneath that TC forever. Absolutely wonderful to have +2. Well, I said stay under the TC forever. I didn't mean actually stay under the TC forever. GG call. This is definitely not TaToH's map, is it? Dang. Next one in the series. Let me take a small breakature here. As we go on to game 4, it is now 2-1 in the series. Still very, very much anybody's game. Let's see what the next one is in the series here. Byzantines and Turks on the bull. Boop, boop, boop. All right. We are back skis. Let's get it done. On the bull. What's the score now overall? Let me see. So TaToH won game 1 with Khmer, won game 2 with Franks, lost with Bulgarians versus Cumans. So it's 2-1 in the series now overall. Please don't have Northern Islands in this series. I hate that map. And Turks. We saw TaToH take advantage of Turks quite significantly in that game against Hera, taking advantage of all of these shorefish. A lot of shorefish to be had on this map. Is not helping that we don't have very many people in the chat, although there is stuff happening right off the bat. Spearman trying to be really annoying from Liereyy. We are going to change that, and we're going to change that. Very nice. Who do I favor in this matchup? Byzantines, very strong civilization. We've seen it time and time again. Villager being brought forward from Liereyy. What? That's crazy in itself. That villager is on the wrong side of the wall and is going to be lost eventually. Just trying to get some value out of that. That was a little bit sloppy for sure. That Spearman going to get another kill? No, I don't think. Oh, the little blockatures. Oh, and there's a hole there from TaToH. That is super duper unfortunate. It has to just click that through. Nice job overall. Off the berries for quite a long period of time. Garrison killed the Spearman. Thank you very much, says TaToH. But Liereyy having quite the significant army over here. I wonder if that was a misclick bringing that villager forward, or if he wanted that villager to come forward. Both players adding fish in the back. The fish in the back here is very nice. Liereyy fishing a little bit earlier than TaToH. And now it's Liereyy with only killing one villager that has a significant eco lead over TaToH. TaToH coming forward with the villager over here, maybe trying to wall off Liereyy, but Liereyy is already over here with 2 villagers. I wonder what the idea is over here. I cannot possibly see this going well for TaToH, especially if there's a scout that comes over. Could definitely snipe down this villager. What is the plan here, TaToH? What can he see? House does see a scout over here as well. Is he going to try and just like wall around here? No, retreats. And that is a lot of idle time on that particular one. Loses the scout and now comes all the way back. Just a stone wall over here. I think this villager might actually be spotted. It is spotted. And does a scout win against a villager here? Does he realize? He does realize. Is going to hit that, but there is another scout from TaToH to protect. Gets on the other side and stone walls over here. Actually, it's not great to stonewall because you lose that stone. I'm assuming he's going to want to have a gate in here. We saw that one game with Hera, where Hera just kind of kept him out of the center for a long period of time, but it didn't matter because he dropped a TC over on the top. I don't know how much you guys saw of that. Wow, there was actually a hole in here as well, but a market wall to plug that hole. More and more units trickling down to the bottom from Liereyy, maybe looking to put some pressure on TaToH. And once again, he's in this awkward situation with the wood where he has to defend by means of a tower, and archers, especially when they become crossbow in a little bit of time, are going to be able to just shoot those villagers down, and then he's going to have to garrison or ungarrison. Towers actually don't increase their range by means of fletching, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, this is what I was talking about before. Adding in that gate, he just lost some additional stone there. It's small, but it's something, right? I mean, there's too much going on, really. Looking over here, seeing if Liereyy is planning on taking this area. That's not going to be the case. The long walk around over here on the front, collecting these two sheeps. That's absolutely hilarious. Should bring back those sheeps. Why not? Bring them home. Bring me home. Double stables. Byzantines. Probably saw a bunch of the previous games is Liereyy, and this is going to be broken into, but there's just stone walls behind that. So even though he's breaking in over here, it means absolutely jack diggity squat. This villager has to go the opposite way around. And that's just a lot of idle time on that. Villager differential, not that big though. Another TC on the stone, on the front. Can we get an excited game going over here? Whoa, what is this map? Could you present it? Don't swear, my 2-month daughter is listening to you. This mother clucking. No, I'm just joking over there. I'm really appreciative that you are stopping by to the stream. This is the bull. So the bull has a lot of really strange features on it. You have this top part over here where there's tons and tons of fish, and actually in the past TaToH has TC'd over here, but Liereyy taking that initiative, and there's just a lot of shorefish over here where players can get a lot of good food income. In the middle is where all of the stone and gold is. If you want to get to the center, you can do that in several different ways. You can chop through, like has happened over here. Dang, that was close. That scout actually making it. No. F. Is that villager going to go down now? Trying to just quick wall this in to the best of his ability. Wow, does get the quick wall. Is kind of trapped. No, not trapped. Trapped again. The castle needs to go up. It's only with one villager that's being constructed. It's still getting damage over here. Needs to keep this. Construct the castle. Oh, it's gonna get broken out. I'm pretty dang skippity sure. Man, that was a pretty funny wall-in situation. So one way that you can get into the center is by means of running through your wood line. Another way that you can get into the center is to go all the way around the horns and the ear over here, and then you can go through the ear hole. You can also walk all the way around and that way get to your opponent's base. There's some fish in the back, which looks like it's going to run out for both players relatively soon. Then they'll probably go on to shorefish, and they may even opt for fish traps if this game goes long enough. This pikeman is doing work over here. Whatcha, 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 whatcha. I know there's probably more important things going on, but whatcha. Also, this archer is like in the middle of the stone here. He's like, no, you're not getting none of this stone. Jannies are the choice for TaToH, at least for the time being, and I think that's actually not too bad of an idea against Byzantines, who are mostly going to use trash units. However, skirmishers do relatively well against Janissaries, and those being cheaper. TaToH looking to move out, and this TC is kind of in an awkward spot potentially, but look at the villager differential. Wow. Liereyy getting to Castle Age a little bit sooner was absolutely huge. Don't you want to test new maps for community games? I would love to play this map in a community game. TaToH trying to bring back the villager count, but it's maybe too far gone already. And if this one is lost by TaToH, all of a sudden that 2-0 lead gets reduced right back to a 2-2 game. I just don't really see this going TaToH's way anymore, especially with Lierey's military numbers versus TaToH's military numbers. Remember that knights actually do engage better against camels if they have more numbers. They're just more cost efficient camels, that is. However, with the additional Janissaries, this fight is not too bad overall, but once those Jannies go down, the camels get cleared up. GG? Maybe not yet, but 20 villagers. Holy moly, how do you even deal with that? What is this villager doing? Absolutely nothing. Just walking by. This monk has actually already seen that villager on several different occasions. Just passing. Don't mind me. Pressure being put though by the Jannies, trying to just get him off of food, but those knights are going to clear up those Jannies once again. Thank you very much. I still have 20 villagers lead, says Liereyy. And that camel might actually snipe that villager that kind of got trapped out of position and has basically just been idle the entire game. Does he actually realize that the villager is there? Yes, he does. Bye-bye, villager. You don't too often see camels as raiding units. A defensive castle because he knows that he can be hit over here. I doubt that we're going to see the Byzantine unique unit. I think he's just going to keep going for Nidarunis, but I could be mistaken in that regard. And now a stone wall from Liereyy, just to make sure that this side over here is not going to be contested. This is a very, very aggressive castle. Actually quite a nice castle, if I do say so myself, but the entire army is being pulled. I don't know if he should have constructed this with one villager already. Deletes the... Wow. Okay, I don't even know what to say about that. What happened there? Can he engage over here? I think this is a good engage for Liereyy, especially with the monks. Capture Age? Did Capture Age just fail me? Was that actually game over? F you, Capture Age. Nice comments, by the way. I'm proud to be your only viewer. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. That means a lot. Hopefully people will watch this back. Capture Age being... Yeah, okay, thanks, Capture Age. Being an absolute freaking butt. It's annoying that this is my life. Thank you. Thank you, Capture Age, for... I mean, obviously Liereyy won that game, right? Right? We're going to just say that Liereyy won that game, making it 2-2 in the overall series. Let's see what game is next. According to AoE2, it is Bohemians versus Italians. I fully understand why people aren't watching me play on or cast on stream, especially since this is an event that has already been out a day now, and stuff on the internet nowadays, it moves so flicking quickly. Can we download this perspective? Okay. What just happened? Open save game files, downloads, open with, open. Okay. Plug that one in. 2-2 in the series. It's a best out of 7. Oops. There we go. On Shoals. And hopefully this one doesn't crash. I really do hope so. Oh, this is one of those funny ones, in my opinion. This one has the weird little island towers. Are we going to see a demo right off the bat from TaToH? It does look like we're going to see that demo. Oh, look, we have 2 viewers now, right now. Actually, the end. Okay, it was actually the end. Thank you. That was the end of the game. GG, I saw live. Thank you, Alan, for stopping by, even though you've already seen this game. I hope you enjoy my commentary on things. Oh, it was not a demo. I'm doing a poor job. It's a galley. Wanting to snipe down those fish as quickly as possible. It seems like these fish are kind of in unfortunate position. That sea tower, though, is going to do so much work when it does come in. What do we think of the matchup over here? Let's make these colors the same as we have had them in the past. It looks like it's going to be a scout opening from TaToH over here, whereas Liereyy, is he going to go archers? Yes, we know and love Liereyy for his archers. Bohemians have pretty solid archer. I forget exactly why, maybe because of the gold mining upgrade for free in Feudal. That really seems to help out. Both players seem to be content just keeping their fish alive, at least for the time being. Now you do have to remember that these are all shorefish, so the collection rate on these fish isn't going to be the highest. Very nice wall offs overall from Liereyy. I don't know if he needs these walls necessarily. He could have just opted to go for walls from here to here, in my opinion. Shoals is one of those maps, though, that does not have a whole bunch of gold in your starting base, which does mean that you kind of have to, well, do the best you can. Wait a second. Look at this deer patch over here, completely walled in the center. Additional galleys are getting in there. Oh, no. Oof. TaToH eating a whole bunch of juicy shots, and actually lost one of his fishing ships somewhere along the way, but it looks like Liereyy has lost one as well. Liereyy now coming forward with his galleys, trying to get as much of an advantage as possible. Italians great in terms of going up. Oh, John Cia fishing ships does eat a couple of shots there, and that fire ship is going to be really annoying and soaking up a lot of APMs if Liereyy does decide to micro that. It looks like he is going to micro that. Has that additional eco lead now on the water, but once again has way more TC idle time. We've seen this time and time again in game 1, in game 2. Game 3, it was TaToH with the additional idle time. And raiding your opponent is great, but if it's at the cost of not producing villagers, it's almost like you haven't done damage. That sea tower is going to be really annoying for TaToH to get through, and actually is opting not to go that way, I think, because of that sea tower. The gold is primarily over here and over here. I probably should have explained the map a little bit better, but yeah. Stabilization. Looks like both players are playing kind of defensively and kind of slow, which is uncharacteristic of both Liereyy. Yeah, look at this. Oh no! What a debate! Holy moly, 2 scouts just absolutely eating the dirt, going through the center with archers. No, thinks better of it. That would have been absolutely hilarious if TaToH spotted that and then went for a demo ship and finally got a big bada boom on it. That would have been absolutely amazing in my opinion. Castle Age, very, very close to one another. I wonder if they're going to go on the same side to collect gold, or if one of them is going to go left and the other one is going to go right. TaToH doing a very, very good job tracking this army over here, knows exactly where it is not going to get surprised by it. Is he actually going to opt for a demo ship? Yes, he does. A little bit too late, sadly. And Liereyy should be good enough of a player to not just run that into a demo shipper. Is keeping aware of this. He wants him so bad to come over here. Hide the demo. Another demo constructing? No, that's a fire ship in there. I was wondering what was going on. Oh, please. Please. Big bada boom. Big bada boom. What can Liereyy see? He doesn't know about the... Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Oh, he saw it. He saw it. He definitely saw that. Oh, no. Now he's just going to stay away from there, isn't he? Free TCs, all of them added at home. I think Liereyy could definitely add a TC over on this gold on the left-hand side as his army is over here as well. That demo just so ominously chilling over here. I heard a whole bunch of stuff about Dave in the Hera one, because I did watch that one live. I do like watching some of them. I think it was Hera that he played this map against? I forget, but Dave has supposedly been screaming, hide the demos behind the rocks. And I think that's pretty hilarious. Now the galley upgrade that also affects fire ships, which is, by the way, the stupidest thing ever, that upgrade counts for 2 different things. Sniping down a whole bunch of Liereyy's fish, evening out the overall eco, especially with the additional town centers. I feel TaToH is quite alright in this matchup, and sure enough, like I predicted, going to go over to the left side here. Does need to snipe down these light cav, getting good value on those light cav, especially since those light cav got hits, and a demo coming in as well. That is a heavy demo ship now. Let's go, get the vills, come on. If he could get that into this big ball over here, that would be absolutely amazing. I don't think Liereyy is going to be silly enough in the grand finals to just walk that in willy-nilly. And I do really like this TC spot from Liereyy. Although, if we ever get to Imperial Age and get chemistry and whatnot, then this could actually be range. He's just going to park these over here. Not going to be rangeable. Switching into galleys, would that be an actual option here? And just kind of parking them over here and then potentially ranging that gold? I think that might actually be an option. That house canceled or destroyed, I don't know. We're talking about 25 wood, which isn't going to make the biggest difference in the grand scheme of things. Chill game. Snipe the monks. I'm just rooting for something crazy to happen. Fire ships! Who has control over here? I'm pretty sure the sea towers don't get murder holes. So my gets a monk, but then garrisons the other monk, and then the light cav get taken down. Tries to get a conversion, but the conversion resistance is very, very real. Just seeing what's going on in the back over here, and I don't think TaToH has any gold once. However, 3 villagers on gold. I don't even know where those villagers are collecting gold from, if I'm being completely honest. And what is the military composition that you go for if you don't have gold units? Gold units normally the powerhouse of Age of Empires, and for that reason I think I'm going to favor... Now look at the vill count though. I was going to say I'm going to favor Liereyy here, but with that much more eco, maybe TaToH's in the better spot. Needs to push Liereyy off of gold here, though, for sure. Neither player really committing into any real form of military, both just happy to boom on their TCs. Galley now coming out, and that's what I was saying before. If you put the galley over here, I think you could actually do some pretty decent damage. Liereyy not want to just sit around collecting as many relics as possible. No relics have been brought in yet. Fervor, nice research, increasing the speed of those monkatures. Poke, poke, poke forever. Gotta poke, poke, poke forever. And now securing the other side with a castle. Very, very nice. Stone mining upgrade for TaToH. Wants his own castle. Where's that castle going to go? Maybe on this side so that he can get some gold in the long term. It's just been free TCing for a very long period of time. Is going to collect that gold now here on the front. Another outpost. Liereyy wants to know exactly what TaToH is up to, but there is a monk to convert. Should actually use those spearmen to snipe the monk. Yes, it's going to go for that. That's hilarious. Walls the spearman out, gets the conversion on that. I think he's going to get this outpost out. Not that the outpost out really makes a huge difference, especially with these houses over here, just so that he can take a little bit more gold. Knights is the choice from TaToH, and I don't know how he managed to get Imperial Age with only 3 villagers on goal for such a long period of time. I think Italians really helped there with the 15%, I hope that's right, 15% reduced cost. These need to come way closer to that tower. Boom! Shakalaka. That is going to be taken out though. That sea tower is pretty brutal. Actually using that fire ship to get it to fire upon it. Nice job. Going to take out that dock and is going to have full water control at this point. I don't see Liereyy going back onto water anytime soon. Is it going to be chemistry and cannon galleons? That could be very, very interesting. I love this castle. This is the castle that I was talking about before that I wanted him to place. I actually wanted him to place it a little bit more. This doesn't really deny any gold from Liereyy. If he places it like here, then if he gets Imperial Age, he could actually start having a Treb war with Liereyy. Is he even aware of that castle over there? He did see that it was constructed. These players are just so good. Light Cav and Knights looking to run into the eco. The crossbow are walking away, and I do not like that one bit, because even just a Knight and some Light Cav could get some pretty good damage in. Only has +1, not +2. The monk coming in for the conversion on the Knight. I think that Knight is just going to get deleted. Daggum. That was a good play from Liereyy. Sorry, from TaToH to not give that to Liereyy. Another castle being constructed on the front. That outpost eventually going to get poked down. Where are the condos? Don't see that too often in competitive play. A very, very affordable unit. I think I have seen TaToH go for Italians on this map before. I love how he has the galley over here just being really, really annoying on, and the condo is just running rampant. Relatively cheap in terms of gold as well. This castle is going to go up, and it's going to get some kills on those Arbalest. Liereyy really though in his element. Oh no, those Arbs just so flippin' slow. The fire guys might even get some. Nope. He really wants to though. You can see he really, really wants it. 16 villagers up, but 10 villagers idle over here. Liereyy with the gold / map control, and almost no gold to be had for TaToH. Just completely pushed off of gold. Gonna get Bach and arrow just so that that castle ranges some of these archers. Nope, he is running those arbs into the castle even without Bach and arrow, because why not? Those have the ability to place another castle, and oh no, the condos running in, making the differential even larger. This all comes from this being open for such a long period of time due to the water control from TaToH. Nice plays over there. Castle a la castle. And we do see the cannon galleons. Let's go. Let's go. More cannon galleons being constructed, and you love to see it. This castle might actually be denied by these arbs. I think he needs to run here. Does he realize in time? Oh my gosh, does he not have ballistics? He does not have ballistics. And not having ballistics is a pretty big deal, as the condos are just so fast, and that castle is actually going to go up. I cannot believe this castle actually made it up, and now all these arbs are going to get cleared up for basically free, as the cannon galleons are going to take down this castle, are going to deny this TC, and potentially destroy all of these military buildings. Meanwhile, the condos running around, we have trebs, we have bombard cannons, and it's looking better and better and better for TaToH. I don't know how he managed to do this, because once this is cleared up, these cannon galleons could be brought over to this side, and I can definitely range that castle from the water. Just goes to show, on hybrid maps, Hera always says, you gotta prioritize water control, because water units are better than land units. See, Hera? That's how you give a shout out to somebody. Thank you for mentioning that Berbers got popularized on rank, but I am still a little bit salty that you didn't give me a little hoo-ha, hee-ha, how you doing, Poop Lord? The reason that Berbers are popularized is because of you. Another castle lost. All of these static defenses are being lost from Liereyy. This TC now going to go down. Would not be surprised if this castle is rangeable from over here. Are these elite cannon galleons? No, just regular cannon galleons. Oh, that arb just got smacked with a cannonball in the face. All three of them going down, and thank you very much. We are going to continue to take down buildings. Is that castle in range? That's what I want to know. It looks like the answer to that is yes. Doesn't even need elite cannon galleons. Elite cannon galleons cannon galleons in general very expensive. Elite cannon galleons even more expensive. Condos running amok. The gold control now in TaToH's favor, but Liereyy evening it out in terms of villager count. I think that TaToH just kind of idled his eco for a little bit to have enough condos. Condos just running around, condos just smashing, trying to get that university wall up, but that's not going to happen. Has to abandon that stole. Arson now in to give the condos a little bit more of a oomph against buildings, and I think this castle is in serious threat of going down due to the cannon galleons. Those cannon galleons actually being targeted by arbalists, which how often do you see that? I would love for these fire ships to protect those cannon galleons. Dang, that was sloppy from TaToH. If he could have kept those cannon galleons alive, he could have definitely taken down this castle, no problem. Liereyy desperately trying to hold on to this side, but these villagers are on the wrong side of the castle. Thank you very much, says TaToH. One villager after the other villager is being thrown, and the eco lead is returned to TaToH due to this castle. Trebs taking down that castle, and these trebs could definitely take down this castle as well. There doesn't seem to be any bombards. Oh, there is one bombard to contest those trebs. Holy guacamole. Condos seem to be so dominating. Arbs doing a really good job on condos though, but the problem is that Arbs actually end up overkilling a whole bunch of condos. If you're moving and clicking them, moving and clicking them, moving and clicking them, it's really hard to get the maximum amount of damage out. You need to have like two little groups and then click one to one condo and then the other group to the other condo. And once they get in close, condos absolutely shred. Getting the last upgrade, and the GG is haul in what only can be called a spectacular series. 3-2, 1 away for TaToH. I really love how he grabbed water control in that matchup and just significantly more resources collected. But I wouldn't be surprised if Liereyy had more gold collected, way heavier on gold. His composition was more gold. I like Arbs against condos because condos don't get a whole bunch of pierce armor, but even still, condos wreck when they get in close range. They really have a skip to their step as well. 110 condos versus only 75 arbalest. This is going to be game 6 in the series over here. I've kind of mixed and matched all of these up. Let me just check. I believe it's this one, right? Yes, indeed it is. What map is this over here? Oh, it's you know which one I'm talking about over here. I have no idea which one I'm talking about over here. TaToH, we're going to make pink. Liereyy, we're going to make yellow. Like hello, like the sun outside is kind of swell, yo. I know that this is not normally my cup of tea, but how often do you have a chance to cast the main stage? And it's nice to just be surprised rather than having somebody else cast it for you. I'm telling you, 3 years from now, we're going to be in the Red Bull wololo finals casting for you guys. And you guys are going to be like, I remember when I was on YouTube just watching Poop Lord cast the 2022 wololo series, and there were only 3 viewers: me, Johnny Johnnyson, and Johnny Johnson 2. Openings, let's talk about them. Scouts from TaToH with Tatars, and it looks like it's going to be archers. Eagles with Aztecs. Aztecs, such a nasty, nasty civilization. If there's one civ that could probably bring it back, it is probably going to be Aztecs. A couple of problems for Aztecs in feudal age. They get dominated by scouts. Definitely want to go for spearmen, I think, in feudal age. And then once you get up to castle age, they construct faster. And holy moly, there's actually a hole over here. I don't know if Liereyy is fully aware of that. He might assume that this is walled, and if those scouts run in, that's going to be quite devastating. Okay, this is all full wall, but there is, okay, yeah, does realize that there might be a hole potential over there. I really liked TaToH slowing it down in the last game, as Liereyy really likes to be aggressive, and we've seen that time and time again. I wonder if it's going to be... Actually, I also like the super aggressive plays that he did. He hasn't slowed it down in a lot of the games, actually. Only that last one was a little bit slower pace. I think TaToH can definitely hang with the best of him when it comes to post-Imperial Age combat. I'm not going to say that Empire Wars favors TaToH in any way, shape, or form, and those skirmishes are not going to do enough, so that wall off is going to be complete. Castle Age significantly earlier for TaToH. Liereyy still about 200 food short as he's opting to add in additional villagers, floating a little bit of gold. Seems like the eco is a little bit off for him, as TaToH almost has a minute ahead, and I would not be surprised if it's going to be all out night play from him. The golds on this map are on the sides. There's also some Ibaxes, which I always find absolutely hilarious, and players actually take those Ibaxes. They take the boars because why not? And there's also herdables. So you can actually bring these back to your... As I say, he does it. He's actually going to bring back these two piggies over here, which is absolutely hilarious in my opinion. We have some really awkward skirm chasing a spearman while a spearman is also trying to poke it down action over here. These guys just trying to get the absolute max out of it. It's just so disgusting, man. And I say that with a lot of respect. What they can do with even just like 1 or 2 units. And that 1 or 2 unit snowballs into 2 or 3 units, 4 or 5 units, 6 or 7 units. Knights? No! Step Lancers! Wow! Okay, so Step Lancers are trash. They're absolute trash. But maybe that works out here against Aztecs who probably want to go for monks if they're expecting knights. I thought for sure it was going to be cav archers because that's what we see a lot from TaToHs. TaToHs do have that cool bonus that Step Lancers have a little bit more HP on them. They also have the advantage of having +1 range, so that does relatively well against infantry, and you can even like poke over... Can you poke over walls? I'm not so sure that you can actually poke over walls, but you can poke a little bit. Now has 6 of them, and what are these 6 Step Lancers going to be doing? Also, does TaToH know about Lierey's additional TC? He does not. TC on the stone and 1 TC at home. You do get those 2 additional sheepers, which is really, really nice. I wonder what happened to those 2 piggies from earlier. It's not really relevant, is it? I'm just like, yeah, those piggies, you know. Meanwhile, those 2 piggies are probably going to be... Oh, are they over here? Is that the pig? Did the piggies make it all the way back? TaToH actually taking full advantage of the herdables here. Getting as many piggies as he possibly can just to boost his food economy a little bit. I don't think Liereyy has spotted the Step Lancers. How would you respond to Step Lancers? Do you still go monks? I don't know. Obviously, Step Lancers don't really get a conversion bonus against monks. And I feel like eagles would do... Oh, I mean, I'm just not super familiar with Step Lancer eagle play. It's not something that we often see. Definitely does not want to engage against this on the hill, I would assume. But the poke and run with the Step Lancers is pretty hilarious. Having that 1 range, he can actually outrange the eagles, and he's doing exactly that. Is this working? TaToH is also getting additional bonus damage on the hill. That was better than I thought it was going to be. A lot better than I thought it was going to be. Those Step Lancers did work over there for basically nothing. I'm going to poke down that eagle. Thank you very much. That's a free kill for TaToH. TaToH also has the slight villager advantage. Has 1 additional TC. I would love to see him grab those sheepers underneath his TC. Or move those sheepers underneath this TC where he's consuming all of those herdables, because herdables are hilarious. There's a lot of meme strats out there where people go for TaToH, no farm challenge, man, and then they garrison all of their herdables in the allies TC, and I do see this melting quite quickly with the number of Step Lancers that are here. Nice wall behind. Halb now coming out, but Step Lancers do pretty well against Halb because of that additional range where Knights would not do so well. Am I a believer of the Step Lancers? Why don't we see Step Lancers more in competitive play? Ooh, that's a very, very bad surround for TaToH. No, it's not. He's going to just retreat. Those Step Lancers getting in, killing villagers left and right. Lierey's eco absolutely idle. And thank you very, very much for all of the kills on the hills, taking good engages against those eagles. And this is looking like a huge switch of momentum in TaToH's favor. The Eagles retreating, but these steppies not going to go into the base. I would have loved to have actually seen them go into the base, just trying to be as annoying as possible. Mobility, such a big factor. Oh no, all of the monks get taken down. They are Aztec monks, and I wonder if he has any. No, the Sanctity isn't even in yet, which would get additional HP. Nice traps over there. Those Step Lancers are going to be cleared up. Holy moly, +2 coming in on the Step Lancers. Still more Step Lancers being produced. An additional team. Like, these guys are just so smart. You see that you've done a whole bunch of damage to your opponent. So what do you do to stretch that advantage? Well, you add an additional town center. You get yourself 2 more sheep, and those 2 more sheep, if you pray to them, they might, just might, win you the game. I would not be surprised if TaToH kind of just slows down and tries to go imp from here, as he almost has 100 villagers, and just tries to drop a castle maybe somewhere over on this side and then pressure this TC from Liereyy. Also needs to add significantly more farms. Only has 27 farms. Liereyy has significantly more villagers on food at the moment. Archer transition coming in. Cav archers. Yeah, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Especially since TaToH has the lead now. Cav archers is going to be very, very difficult to deal with. Is TaToH actually going to win on the biggest stage? Up 3-2 right now. Getting some good eco raids in with those Step Lancers. Not all of those villagers can garrison. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Oh, this is looking so bad for Liereyy. Up 30-something villagers almost at this point. Actually, it's like 25, but we've seen this time and time again. 25 villagers up is so big. There's almost no recuperating. You know, I recuperate pretty well, and once the actual Cav archers are added into the mix, there's only 7 Cav archers now, but as more. So open! So flippin' open over here. Oh, don't just give away that you're chilling over here. You're not gonna run around? I was gonna say, what's going on over here? Maybe just really focus on trying to get this castle up. I was talking about this earlier, where I think if he just pressures this side, he could just flat out win the game. That's going to be a conversion clearly on that Step Lancer, right? Oof, and that Step Lancer now is actually going to have the ability to do a lot of damage. Should garrison over here, but also has all of these Step Lancers to deal with on the fronts. TaToH making Liereyy pick and choose what he wants to deal with. Even though some of these villagers might go down over here, I think all the boys and girls are being pulled. He is going to target that as best as he can. Additional Step Lancers are coming in. This might actually be the opposite of what I thought was going to happen. I thought TaToH was going to lose a whole bunch of villagers trying to get this castle up, but still going to get it up. But now it looks like Liereyy might lose a whole bunch of villagers due to the amount of Step Lancers and Cav archers that are here. Click it through. Click it through. 97, 99, 100. Let's go. And now all of these pikemen are just, oh my god. Oh my god. Brutal domination. GG is called. Congratulations. Liereyy is not a bad sport about it at all. And that leaves TaToH as the winner of Red Bull Wololo. G flippin' G. Dang, son. Can't believe TaToH actually won. That was actually my favorite going into this, to be honest. I was rooting for Hera. I was rooting for Valise. Actually, I really wanted to see Valise because Valise hasn't really won any big tournaments recently. It has to be said that Liereyy did take down Viper, and if Viper makes it to the finals, maybe he can slow down Tati's role. They are teammates, so they are very, very um, well acquainted with one another. Liereyy obviously on Aftermath, TaToH on Gamer Legion. Man, what a game! What a game! What an absolute game ski. Thank you guys for tuning in on that one. We've had a lot of problems overall with the stream. Internet in China recently has been really, really bad, but I'm happy that the overall internet quality for the finals was quite good. And hopefully, I can look back at this a year or 2 or 3 years from now and see how flippin' far we have come. I'm hoping the next Red Bull wololo will have more than 3 viewers or 4 viewers at our peak. Once again, I do fully understand that I'm not really well known for casting pros. I'm much more known for casting meme games. But if we're going to have the biggest stage in the year, you know what? I'm going to get in on it. I would love to cast some Hidden Cup as well. I think that would be quite swell. And with that, thanks for walking. Keep on walking, Poop Lord. Out.